friends, my fans, and my followers all over. Thank you so much for having me back again. I'm glad to be here to spend time with you and also to deal with some issues affecting us in the diaspora. I said I'll tackle some issues, and this time you're in on it. We are going to deal with it again, and I'm glad to be here. My name is Aggie. This is Aggie's Life Talk. Welcome. The theme today is surviving the diaspora. This is what I said I'm going to deal with this time, and I'm going to deal with it because there are so many people who come with big dreams when they come to the diaspora. They come wanting to make big money. They have dreams of building big houses back home. They have dreams of getting the best jobs when they get to the diaspora. Oh, yeah, you know, all those kinds of dreams that you can have when you're going to a foreign country. And some of them, they think the weather is just like back home, or the culture is just like back home, or maybe how the people think and what they think of, they would deal with them. But I decided to tackle this because some people have already reacted and told me the things they would like to hear, things like about the jobs, or getting even to know the place, or about the laws and rules and regulations. So those are things I'm going to deal with. First of all, getting a job. If you want to have a job in the diaspora, I mean, there's so many things you have to take care of, but some of us, we have no idea. So what do? First of all, you research. You research when you're in your country. You don't wait until you come to the country to try to get a job. You inform yourself. What are your strengths? What are your qualifications? What do you have to show and to offer in this country you're going to? Do you know what they have? Do they have something that will fit your life? So you ask those questions before you land in the diaspora. When you're in the diaspora, you try to find out how you can get to that job you are dreaming of in your country. So when you come here, or you come to the diaspora, the country of your choice, you don't just sit around and wait for, like when we're back in our countries, we think, oh, the missionaries will help us. When you come to the diaspora, no one is there to help you. You have to look where you can get your help. And then according to what you're qualified to do, if you have your qualifications, bring your papers with you. Don't just come without your papers. Don't just come and say, oh, I studied something, but you have nothing to show about it. So you come and show what you have, and then check for where you can fit into that place. And some of the places you just don't get employed because you have papers from your country. You have to build up on what you have learned already. So that means you may have to do more schooling. You may have to do more studying. You may have to do some apprenticeship. This is when learning on the job. So find your possibilities. Don't just sit and wait. Okay? There's another thing about language. You cannot do a job in a foreign country if you don't speak their language. So work, language, it goes together. You'll have to learn it. If you can, you have to learn it in a country. In some countries, they offer foreign languages. If you're still planning in your country, go learn the language if it's possible. If you land in that country, try to learn the language. It will make your life easier. It will not give you everything, but it will make your life easier as you look for a job. It will make your life easier as you go shopping. It will help you as you go to see a doctor. It will help you even as you try to get to know your neighbors, get from A to B with the trains or the trams. It may help you in so many ways when you speak the language. It's not the alpha and the omega, or the beginning and the end, but it's very helpful. So I would suggest, if you want to survive the diaspora, try to learn the language. If you can't learn, maybe your age has gone so far and you can't learn so quick, so try to learn the most important things that you need in the language. Culture, dressing, weather, those are also important things. If you can prepare those things when in your country, do that. If you can't, once you land in that country, don't sit back and wait for someone to come and tell you, do that, do that. Try to find out, what do I need to know about the culture? How do these people think? How can I get along or not get along? What do I need to watch for? What dresses are necessary? The weather. If you don't want to freeze, you have to prepare yourself. So to conclude all that, I said you have to prepare. That means you don't wait until you're in the diaspora to start preparing. If you can, prepare in your country. About the German or even some of the courses, you can do them in your country. They are sometimes even cheaper than when you do it in the country where you moved to. And then about weather, I know some of the things you cannot buy in your country because you don't have the same weather conditions, but inform yourself ahead of time so you're not going to suffer a surprise, an ugly surprise. And foods, you can inform yourself. I mean, why would we have Google? You can ask even people. Some of you know people who live in those countries. Please find more information. Before you land in that country you have chosen to live in and you really get into a nasty surprise. Inform yourself about the work conditions, the food, the culture, the language. If you can prepare back home, do that. Don't wait until you're here or in the foreign country you're going to live into to start preparing. Organize and plan, and then do your best. Don't wait for someone to come and pull you out of where you're living so that you can do your things. Just do yourself what you can. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing with me. Now I ask you, I would really love it if you would subscribe and if you would comment and if you would criticize or just give your ideas. Thank you for those who have shared their ideas. The topics I've not dealt with today, I'll deal with them next time. Thank you so much and be blessed. Bye-bye.